Hi, I'm Peter Kalmstrom of kalmstrom.com Business Solutions. In this demonstration, I'll go through the group by quarter example, where we have some data which I'm going to improve and illustrate a bit here. We're going to do 6 different steps. First of all, we're going to format this as a table. Of course, this is a table already. It looks like a table, but Excel doesn't consider it a table unless it's actually formatted as a table. And you can search in vain for the table tools. They're not here. So you need to format as a table first, and then you get the table tools. And that step, just clicking on the format as table and selecting a format, that works as long as there's no blank rows and no blank columns in your information. So the next step I'm going to do is just remove the decimals on these numbers. I don't want to have any decimals there. Let's try that again. Just select all of that data. I did that with the Control, Shift, and down arrow, and I select the whole range there. And now I'm just going to remove the decimals on that information. And next step is to do some data bars. Again, I'm going to select all that, Shift, Control, down arrow to select the whole thing, and then conditional formatting, and I'm going to add some data bars there. And I think those yellow ones would look good. And as you see, this very nicely illustrates the information in my range here. I see that these high values really stick out and much easier to look at, and much easier to identify the highs and the lows in this information range. And then we're going to do a slicer. I'm going to insert a slicer over here. I'm going to do that on the year, like that. And then I can just get a slicer and I can change the size of this thing. It's way too large. And just click these back and forth to see my data. Very good. And remove the filtering like that. Next step is to create a pivot table. And once you've formatted your table as a table, then it's very easy. You just summarize with a pivot table like that. And that's going to create a new sheet, and then you can just drag in the values, and I'm going to do this ordered by year and quarter like that. So first year and then quarter, right? And again, of course, I need to actually change the number format here so I get the 1000 separator. And then I'm going to do a pivot graph. First of all, I'm going to collapse these, and then I'm going to create a graph. And that's on the Analyze tab here, Pivot Chart, and let's just do a bar value like that. Very nice. And now if I, of course, expand here, you see I can expand here, and moving into that, I'll see the quarters in my graph too. And here we have the expand and collapse in there too, so I can do that inside the actual graph too. But what I want to show you next, and expand and collapse, I'll just collapse that. And the next step I'm going to do is move this pivot chart over to a new tab. I'm going to do that by clicking on the Move Chart here in the Design tab in my ribbon. Move that to a new sheet like that. And I think that concludes my demo. We've done all the 6 steps. Thank you for watching.